How to be an expert rock band drum player. With concentration and motivation, there are ways where you can succeed and be an expert for the drum position in the rock band game. Method 1 First week. 1. Search for the cheat code to unblock all songs on the internet and apply it. Make sure you have the songs organized by difficulty. You can do this by hitting the pedal until the words by difficulty appear on the top of the screen. 2. Try the song Say It Ain't So by Weezer or 29 Fingers by the Konks in the easy mode to get used to the drum kit. Play these songs until you get a score higher than 80%. 3. Move on to more difficult songs, for example, Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones. Play songs on a difficult level until you score 80% or higher. 4. Understand the basic rhythm. This includes 3 yellows and red and yellow together, 3 yellows and red and yellow together, and so on, including a pedal hit together with the second yellow hit. This rhythm is the most used, the rest are variations on it. When you learn this, everything else will be easy. 5. Move on to a more difficult song still on easy mode, for example Enter Sandman by Metallica. Play it until you score 80% or higher. Method 2 Second week. 1. Move on to medium mode, and play one song from each difficulty type, solid songs, skilled songs, blistering songs, starting from the easiest to the blistering ones. Don't worry about the impossible songs, they are only a challenge so you won't get bored, but are actually pretty impossible. 2. Understand the rhythms you play, and the sound the drumsticks make when they hit the pads should sound logical to you. When you're ready, move on to hard mode. 3. Repeat the process on hard mode, but do 2 songs of each difficulty type until you score 90% or more. You will soon want to move on to expert, but you shouldn't do this until you feel your hands respond without thinking. This normally happens around the 3rd day you've been playing on hard mode. If it doesn't, just keep practicing. Remember that there are some people that have the rhythm already in their heads, and some that need rhythm to be introduced little by little. Tips. The game doesn't mind if you miss a blue or green hit as much as a red, yellow, or pedal hit, so when you find a sequence that includes blue and green, pay more attention to the rest of the notes. If a certain section of a song gives you trouble, learn to save up your overdrive until that section. Using overdrive makes it much harder to fail, so long as you hit at least a few notes. Put your foot in the right position for the pedal. You can keep the pedal slightly pushed between pedal hits, the game only detects the hit when it's all the way down. This will keep your foot from getting as tired, and help you react quicker. In a drum roll, when you get a lot of hits of the same color, one after the other, non-stop, use both hands to do it. It will be way harder if you only use one hand, and using both will double the effort. It's better to not hit anything instead of hitting the wrong notes. So if you get confused at the middle of a song, just wait until you catch the rhythm again. And don't worry if this happens, it happens all the time. There are fills that appear when you have enough overdrive, half the bar or more, they will make all the note lanes turn a solid color. To engage the overdrive, play a few notes in the fill section, then hit the green note that pops up and the end. You don't have to hit the green if you wish to save your overdrive for a tougher part of the song. Buy new pads when you get better. You can live with those stock pads, they'll break soon enough. Try making the intro sounds before the song starts by hitting the 2 drums against each other. You can normally do 4 hits, and then the song will start. This helps with understanding time and rhythm. Hold your drumsticks correctly. This means a little before the end of the stick, you actually should see a part of the stick coming out from the lower section of your fist. Or about 3/4 of the way down. Feel the bounce of the sticks on the pads. Sometimes the bounce makes the sequence of hits itself. Try not to think of the colors that appear, just think of the position of the hits. Red is first pad, yellow is second pad, blue is third, and green is last. This will help you coordinate more easily. You will get sore arms and legs, that's just part of the process. Warnings. Remember to always put your foot in the right position, pressure point just on top of the orange line on the pedal. If you don't do this, your pedal could break. Don't hit the pads too hard. The game doesn't care how hard you hit the pads, it only cares if you hit the correct ones. If you hit them too hard, your pads could break, and it will create unnecessary noise. Have fun, that's the whole point of the game. If your drumsticks don't start getting dirt marks at this part, you're not holding the sticks correctly.